Hey, y'all. Let's see if this is going to work.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People teased you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, face lines, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair, come on.
Hey, y'all. Give me a minute. There's a cat in my chair. Give me 1 second. I gotta catch up. Come on. Okay, there. Now you guys can come in. Sorry, Friday, of course. Always running behind. Let me go up here and say hello to everybody. Hey, Bad Apple. Yeah, I didn't write that. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Fireside. Hey, Diamond Cutter. Hey, Laura, Miss Lee, Moonlight, Bama, Rebecca, Zoya, Tina, thank you for becoming a member. Amethyst, True Crime Dime, Hope's Echo, Ann P. I see everything. Jennifer, Cool Gamer, Amethyst, T, Wendy Lou, Gumby, Drama Llama Mama, Sea Star, Blah, Gumby, Laura Lou, Muffin Mouse, Marcy, The Phoenix, Bathtub Mary, Jose, Queen Bella, Mocus, Koala, Darby C, Revival, Commander, Clemson, Anne, Rain, Nay, Beer Can Island, Creative Witch, Dancing in the Moonlight, Saucy, Banana Bicycle Seat, Anna, Fergs, Tails, Chatty Cathy, Elle, Orion, Miss Clover. I think I got everybody. How's everybody doing this Friday? I'm not going to screw around because I don't have a whole lot of time. So give me 1 minute. We're going to get into something today for some fun. Well, not really some fun, but it'll be fun for me. It'll be fun for me. So we've been discussing, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If this is your first time here, again, welcome in. We kind of are a little bit all over the place.
See, I have not
at times here. But I started my channel to get facts and the truth out there in the Marvon McCree story, because there's been so much misinformation put out here on social media, on all platforms, unfortunately. But there is a lot of stuff that now that the report has came out that there was nothing criminally to investigate. They found no criminal activity. Dre has been completely cleared. The twist on the story continues to happen. And I just have to say, I get a fucking gold star today because I just sat in a chat and watched one of the messy ones that's been bothering the shit out of me in this story. And I didn't say a word. And I'm really proud of myself. So I get a pat on the back today and a gold star. But all of these people are running amok now, trying to switch up their narrative that they've been saying. Hold on. One of the other dogs wants in. Come on. Come on. Oh, other room. I opened the door for you and you're going to walk away from me. Come on, Chloe. Cockers are such arrogant little shits at times. She wants to run the show. She just wants to bug you, get you up out of your seat, and then she'll walk away. Anyways, they want you to forget about a lot of stuff that was said or happened. So we're going to go back. We talked a little bit about some old clips, a lot of videos that have been removed by the misinformation cronies, which mainly consists of Molly, Justin, and Elle, which we need new nicknames for Elle. Spanky is what we call Justin. Moose Knuckle Magoo, we can come up with a new name for her too. And then all of the other little ones, I think it's a great time to rename them again. We like to do that over here. So any ideas, go for it. But this was a deleted stream from July 14th, 2022. What is significant about July 14th? Anybody in the comments remember? July 14th was when it's 2 days after. Oh, blank screen. I haven't emailed you yet. It's on my list of to-do things. I'll try to get you this. I just have clips to send you. I'll get them over to you though. I just saw you pop in. July 14th was 2 days after they supposedly retained legal representation for Letitia Bias and family. July 14th is also, well, the 15th is when we know for a fact that the last accounting that Letitia gave was she had $14,000 by the 15th of July. So we already know that she had all this money. Well, at that point in time, the Justice for Vaughn and Exposing Dre McCree groups on Facebook that were started by people with a vendetta against Dre were posting continually. They were constantly posting in the groups, updating people on what they thought they were seeing, clips, so on and so forth. Well, the family of Marvon, which would be his sister, Rochelle, was in this group along with other family members. She made a comment after one of Molly's live about people profiting off of her brother's name. Again, that post can be seen on Facebook. It's back in there because it's been a while, but she made a post mentioning that people were profiting off her brother's name. Then she made a post, or she made a comment, excuse me. Then she made a comment and said, "I'm confused." So Molly, July 14th, 8 days after Molly had gotten into this story, trips out. She loses her shit. But you don't have to take my word for it. Even though she deleted this stream, of course I have it, because that's how I roll. Hold on. You're going to get the full screen in a second. So this is just bits and pieces of the stream from July 14th. Now, to give you context, again, comments were made by the sister, nothing directly towards Molly, nothing that even insinuated anything about Molly. But Molly decides to go live because she was pissed. So I want you to hear what she has to say. Let's get into it. Again, this is all under fair use. This is off my opinion only, based on the facts and the content that they put out here publicly.
Not slept in all of these hours that we have been talking, right? Hey, Brandy. Okay, so we're going to nip this in the bud, right? We're going to nip this in the bud. I think you should come on up here, Justin, like right now, please, if you can. Justin, I think it's really important that you come up here right now so that we can set the record straight. Because
this was the first time I laughed my ass off about her being aggressive with Spanky and being like, you need to come up here right now. Mind you, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, probably. My screen recording was extremely late. So I don't know exact time of this stream, but I know it was freaking late. It was late my time, so they're 2 hours ahead of me. She was pissed, all because of a comment made by the sister. But let's let her get into it. There's a lot of little things that she says throughout this. So we're going to kind of be a little all over, but you guys will get the point.
Do you want to know something? I bet you $1 million Justin hasn't slept either. Come on up. I know that you have children to take care of, and we have not slept or anything. Let's just get this out of the way. All right. You haven't slept either? Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of us are not losing sleep. I haven't talked to him in hours. But I think it's time for him to come up here and we just nip this shit right in the bud.
I'm sorry, but I have to laugh. I get enjoyment out of watching her squirm like this all over a comment. This is when, so if you also don't know, there's a channel by the name of Murder Merc. Well, I don't know what he goes by anymore if he changed his name, but Merc, anyways, I've known Merc for years. Merc is great, but Merc had gone live and talked about this situation with people that she'll mention here shortly. And they had talked about that Letitia already had enough money to retain legal advice, a legal representation. Mind you, 2 days before this, Molly and Justin posted that they had helped retain legal counsel for Letitia. So no matter what, we know she had enough funds for legal counsel, and Molly and Justin posted, which again, those can be seen on Facebook or in a lot of the videos that we've already posted. They said she had retained legal counsel. Now, it goes back and forth throughout all of these, the back and forth, yes, she has legal representation. No, she doesn't. None of it's consistent. They change it up all throughout. But just so you know where we're at this point in the story, this is where we were.
Because right now, I'm getting a little fucking pissed off.
Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Did you sleep?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Me either. So for the past, 6 or 7 hours? 6 or 7 hours, zero sleep? Nice. Very nice. Okay. So for the past 7 hours, what I've been doing is answering every single person that has messaged me on Instagram, Facebook, and email. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. So now I find out that Marvan's sister had put out something that said, to all these people that are profiting off of my brother's name. Okay. So we're going to have to talk about this I know you can't believe it, neither can I. Okay, so this is
Another note that I want to make right here is not only did Rochelle not attack anybody or really say anything directly at Molly, but Letitia had already texted the admins of the group that she was working with that she knew Molly was attempting to drag this story out. Again, don't take my word for it. Go look on Facebook. All of it's there. They knew that she was continuing on this story. So there was already rifts happening. People were upset. Emotions were involved. Money was being thrown every which way.
the reality, okay? The reality of YouTube is YouTube wants us to monetize our videos. YouTube gives us an option of super chat and members, okay? When people become a member, it's a form of support. A super chat is a tip. Now, people, you just woke with, no, this has been 3 minutes. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, so if all of a sudden they have a problem, if this family now has a problem, okay, we're going to explain how YouTube goes, okay? Because
Hey, shitty booty bitches in the bushes that keep tagging me non-stop and posts. Listen up. Molly's going to explain to you what you obviously don't understand.
I care about Letitia. I care about Marvon. I care about these people. But somehow people are getting into these people's heads, all right? I have been a monetized channel for 4 years. Okay? I have dropped the Cash App, her Cash App. I do not push GoFundMe. I never will. Every time that I've ever donated to GoFundMe, I have regretted it because it has been a farce. It's always people, just for me, in my past, my experience, it's always been bullshit.
Yeah, so that makes sense. So instead of using GoFundMe, which actually tracks everything, you put a goal amount in, people know where the money is going, there's accounting for it, it's all in one spot. You decide, oh, hell no, I've been scammed on GoFundMe previously. Every time I've used GoFundMe, this is legit though. I just don't like GoFundMe, but we're going to use a Cash App, a PayPal, a Zelle, Venmo, anything else that has no consistent way of tracking how much money has gone to every single app and person involved in this. Just so we're clear. But the one thing I can make sure you do know is not a single penny that was donated on behalf of Justice for Marvon has actually gone to help Marvon or his family. That we do know.
And I'm not doing that. So my whole thing is Letitia, just give it straight to Letitia. So from now on, because I'm not going to just stop talking about it, okay? This is how it's going to go. I'm going to edit my own. No, I'm just going to create a banner. Okay. Please support the McCree family. Cash App. Okay. There you go. So it's $.
By the way, it's not the McCree family Cash App. The McCrees would be Marvon Dre and his adoptive mother and his late adopted grandfather, great-grandfather, excuse me. That's their last name. It's not the McCree family. Letitia is Bias. Marvon Sr. is Jackson. Marvon was adopted.
Mrs. L. Bias. There you go. Now this will be scrolling. This is what's going to stay up from here on out. Okay? Now, guess what? These are not really monetized videos. because of the whole K
Of
thing.
course, it's limited.
Exactly. It goes on limited ads. So basically all of this work, which has taken a lot out of me and Justin.
This bitch was 8 days in. 8 days in, by the way, and she's so exhausted. And, you know, I'll pour her the monetization. Blah, blah, blah. This is why I didn't monetize my channel right away, because I knew that Rochelle and the sisters were struggling with the thought of other people profiting off their brother's tragedy. Granted, I'm disappointed in them highly at this point in time because they never came out and protected their brother's name any further than that. I had hope at this time that they were going to, but it was a personal choice of mine to not profit off of those videos and monetize my channel when I did. Just so we're clear again, Molly's channel was already monetized going into this. Molly didn't create content off of this, like per se. Molly created a shitstorm of misinformation.
And the people that have been helping us, we had a young lady, right? Help us find an attorney for this family that was retained. Well, guess what? Someone.
Just remember right there, July 14th, she had an attorney retained. They claimed, in fact, they posted that it was Teens Legal Counsel, which was a bunch of bullshit. That was never who it was. That was a lawyer out of a different state even. Not anything to do with that. But I think that might even still be up. I don't know if they've deleted it by now or not, but they were celebrating. And of course, they deleted that stream right away too. But they were celebrating that they had retained legal representation for Letitia.
Someone else is trying to take the credit away from that young lady that did that. So, well, this is the thing. Well, this is the thing, Jen. It's very well known in our community that Molly Golightly doesn't mess with GoFundMe. I don't. Okay. So this is the thing. I have worked my ass off for this family, but of course, people are looking at this as if I'm only doing this for monetary gain.
I wonder why. Shocker. 8 days in. Shocker. There was already problems. Shocker.
So let me tell you something. I'm very, very grateful that there's food in my refrigerator. I have gas in my car. I have electricity and I have air conditioning. I have a child. So if you guys want to, this is how it's going to be. So this is going to be very minimal.
If you guys want to what? Cash at me.
For me. So I'm not going to get anything. Well, we all probably know the mother can care less about any of what the people.
My question is, Marissa, what's the difference in Nancy Grace making $20 million a year and us making $20,000 a year?
Spanky, I know you have a hard time comprehending anything in life or reality. Therefore, I will help you understand this. They are professional journalists, whether I like them or not. I think Nancy Grace is an absolute armpit of hell. But anyways, they are professionals that are held to a standard. And yes, they do put out misinformation at times, but nothing to the account that you guys do. And you have no background in any of this. I mean, talking to people at the morgue really isn't getting quite the answer, right, Justin? So there's a big difference. And I'd love to see that Nancy Grace is making 20 million a year. I mean, I would, but let's compare. You're comparing a watermelon to a plum. Just not the same.
They've never experienced it.
By the way, plums give me the shits if you don't understand that analogy.
So,
and we have to do all the work. We don't have like
No. And now the other
studios.
YouTubers are now picking up the story, right? Oh, by the way, I did get an answer last night. I told him I told Justin, a very big known person in the news. I talked to
Hmm.
them. You want to know what
Yes.
they said? I think you already know. They said the Marvon McCree story is madness. Is he still on life support?
It is prunes. Prunes are dried plums. Vinny, that was her again. Media contact had tried to happen. Letitia declined to speak with actual media. Marvon Sr. did an interview with an Arizona reporter. It never aired because there was no factual basis for it. There was a small Yuma radio station or podcast that put out some information initially in the case, but they never went back to it, to my understanding either. They shared all that shit all over, but they refused to actually, Letitia refused media interviews by a reputable journalist. Make that make sense.
And the way that I take it is, guess what? They're waiting for him to no longer be here before they jump. They know about him. They're waiting for him to pass away. They're waiting for an arrest.
An arrest of what, Molly?
And I think that that's absolutely horrible. Okay, well, this is the thing. I was asked to do this. Everybody understands that I'm a monetized channel. You want to know something?
But okay, but this is the thing. So is Dre.
Oh, yeah, she's making more money than all of us. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so all right. So what I'm saying is, this has never happened to me before, where anyone has just. I mean, listen, people say this stuff to all of us YouTubers. Oh, you're making.
Sorry, I forgot to put the screen back on. You guys, this is all it is I'm sitting here like this anyways, but no crime, no case. Exactly. This was never a true crime story to begin with. There was no charges filed. There was nothing going on. They're talking about Dre making so much money on her husband. Granted, her job was a social media influencer, and they completely shut her business down and bragged about it. Well, I shouldn't say shut it down, but they have completely, definitely taken a big hit on her business.
Making money off the summer's back. Blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I guess that maybe I was just meant to be there for everyone, to allow the floodgates to open. And now I'm completely useless, and they're trying to make me feel guilty.
You said it, not us.
For the super chats that I have been getting now. So I'm thinking they probably want me to turn my monetization off. So basically, I'll be sitting here for free. And
I'll be damned. Wouldn't that be something if you sat there and did something for free for another human being because it was the right thing to do? No, instead, the problem I have, again, I don't care if content creators make money. I do not give a shit. What I care about is the fact that she monetized lies and continued to lie, continues today to lie. That's what I care about her exploiting. If you want to make money, do it right. Do it ethically. Stop lying and exploiting victims' tragedies that you had no business touching in the first place. But don't worry, we know you weren't alone. We get it. You were asked by the Facebook groupies.
Not get no money. And you understand, I haven't even gotten paid for this story. YouTube pays a month out, not this month, next month. And you want to know something? It's nothing to brag about. Like, it's really not what you would think. Because, and the thing is I'm sitting here like, you know what? Fine, I'll turn off the monetization and do this, and that. And does the sister have a relationship with Vaughn? Is she trying to get money off the store? I don't know.
There you go, friends. Lynn, welcome to the cabana. Thanks for joining the membership. Did you hear what she just said about the sister? 8 days in, Molly was even questioning them. There was already a rift in the family. How long do you think it's been since Molly actually talked to Letitia and family? Do you think there was ever a discussion about all of the money and how much money was being made by who between them? I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think that they fell out over all of the money that was being going back and forth, or do you think they fell out of over the lies? The lies or the money? I want to hear what you guys say. One or the other, lies or money. Tell me in the comments. I do too, Rita. I agree with you on that. I think they fell out over money to begin with and then the lies. This is from July 14th. This was one a lot of people missed. And I kept saying, she was even questioning the family's intentions and things of that nature, but she was questioning Rochelle off of nothing. Rochelle got the brunt of this, and we'll get to it. It's at the end of this. Money. That's the consensus here. Okay, let's continue.
She was on the phone the other day. She's lovely.
I mean, I won't turn off the monetization.
What did he just say? What did he just say? Well, not only would he not turn off the monetization, which again, if you're creating content, more power to you, do you. But when you're lying and exploiting a tragedy, there's a big difference. You can't even ethically put out the facts at all or go and correct your own lies or misinformation. But Justin, hey, you're here. You're always here. You're always lurking and listening. So let me tell you something again. Your ass is going to get caught up because of your ass and your behavior and your continued lies. Do you think I can unravel your stories? Well, there's a lot of us that can, and we're going to, and everybody's going to be seeing this is who you are, and you will not be working with victims and their families anymore because the Tessas and beyond are going to make sure of that.
And I've always put their cash up at, and I work, I do what I do. It is what it is. It doesn't change the heart that I put in it or not. You know what I mean? I mean,
your heart, my heart. I can't. He's so fucking fake. It's not even funny. He is so phony. And I think that's why he triggers me a little bit more than Molly. I was actually having this discussion with Nunya last night because he does trigger me. There's something about him, but I think it's because Messy Molly just kind of shows up and it shows you who she is right at the beginning. Like there was no question about who she was from the get-go. Like she shows herself in bold colors. Justin is like the gray area. He acts like he's very professional, kind, caring, all of these things, right? But he's a slithering, slimy snake. And he like lurks around and that's why I don't like him. I would much rather deal with the messy Mollies who just, this is how they are at all times than the sneaky little snakes like him.
that's just the way it is. I mean, if I'm not here, I'm at my other job. I'm constantly working.
At my other job, selling the Special K, as I sit here and this live is wonderful. And by the way, which one of you has a leaking water spigot? One of you needs to check your water spigot because it's going off. Can you not hear it? Oh, wait. Is that Moose Knuckle Magoo again? Damn it.
Yeah. I'm actually missing sessions.
At first, I thought therapy sessions. Yeah, you probably need to be in those. Then I realized she was talking about her life coaching other people, that type of session. And I was like, oh, God, thank God. Thank goodness for those people missing these sessions. You're better off without them.
I'm missing sessions, and it's fine, because you want to know something? This story stinks from here to high heaven.
That's called the shitty booty bitches, and you're one of them.
And I want him to get his justice. No. I want to respect the family.
You want him to get his justice. Justice for exactly what, Molly? You're 8 days in and still can't even tell anybody what justice looks like, what justice was for, what was justice. Again, your words, not mine, that this is Letitia's words, I should say, the Justice for Vaughn Fund. What is justice? That his biologic mother, who has never really been in his life, had no ties to him, would never be the one financially responsible for anything in the event that he did pass away. No need for money, basically. No entitlement to money. But she came on and sure as hell got a lot of money off of this man's name. Is that the justice you're talking that he's owed? Is answers for what his own flesh and blood did? And that you YouTubers have done to his wife and family? Justice is only due to them now because of what you guys have done. There was no justice needed. Marvon deserves dignity.
Families. Because you know what? There's so many stupid, disgusting rumors, right? That
remember, to all you new ears that are just opening and cleared the wax out, this was 8 days in, and there was already rumors, but they have convinced you that all of this stuff just happened with the refunds and, all of the mess that they showed you or they wanted you to believe was going on. No, there was issues before the YouTubers got pulled in. There was questions that could not be answered because there was enough information out there by Dre and Letitia to see that there was holes in the story of what Letitia was claiming. People had started to ask questions. That's these nasty rumors.
I just really feel like, Marissa, our subscribers know us. They know us.
Look at
And
this. Don't turn off your monetary link.
But that's the only people that, in my book, that I have, to really explain myself. You know what I mean? This is the thing. If people expect, if the big news places won't pick them up, and they think the big channels.
But when this does blow up, they're not going to be making $5, $10, $20, a big $100. They will make millions, and
That's what I'm saying.
This was what it was all about. Molly wanted a Netflix documentary. Molly thought she was right. This was going to be Molly's big Hollywood showstopper of a story that was going to carry her big. You can hear how she's talking. She even thinks that the media, when this story blew up was going to make millions. That's not the case. Unfortunately, this is a very horrible tragedy, but it's not a true crime case. Well, not in the aspect that they would like you to believe it is.
And guess what's going to happen? Anytime a YouTuber comes on and they want to use a link from the news, they're going to have to sit through ads. The awareness, you want to know something? I just feel like it's
I mean,
all
if this,
about money.
if she was convicted, you know, or someone was convicted of anything, for instance, I mean, wait till the cameras are out at the courthouse and it's, you know, it's a,
Can you hear it in the way they're talking and telling you how this is going to proceed? That when someone's charged and the cameras in front of the courthouse, do you guys not get that we foiled their big Hollywood showstopper of a true story that they were going to jam everybody up and get everybody into that just fell apart in their laps?
I mean, this is just, you know, I don't like to talk about money or anything
Neither
like
do
that.
I.
I think it's very distasteful. Um, but I mean, m m I owe my subscribers.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on there. Look at this comment. Look at this. That's convenient considering the attorney has been obtained and most likely they don't need additional help other than financially. Yeah. We helped raise, and you want to know something? How do you like this? I actually sent her a message that she had not opened on her cell phone last night. I said, listen, if you need help with airline tickets,
Tell us all about it, Molly. All of the things that we were questioning you on, because people had been offering airline tickets and kept being declined. Why, if somebody is in such desperation to go to Arizona when they could have gone and they would have been allowed to see him, just like Marvon Sr. and Wynette were, but she kept declining the offers. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
to go out there. Let me get my phones upstairs. Let us know.
Um, this is, I mean,
All right, whoever's got the broken spigot, you need to get it fixed because it's about to drive me over the top.
we know how much has been sent to her.
Come again, Spanky? 14th of July. They're claiming that they know how much money Letitia had been sent at that point in time. My question is, if they knew, why were they never able to provide that accounting for their audience who were the ones asking for refunds? Because they forget to tell you also that the people who were donating, some of them were their followers, are their subs, but they couldn't go through Molly or Spanky because they didn't want to be doxxed and chastised. So there's still actually a few of her subs even that wanted to know where their money was spent, but they refused to even send a refund request because everybody continued to be doxxed and called out that we're asking for a refund. And isn't it funny? The only way that information could have been transferred to Molly in order to put it out publicly was that screenshots from Letitia, because the refund requests were going to Letitia's phone. So Letitia had to have sent those to Molly because otherwise Molly wouldn't have had access to them. So she could screenshot the refund request, but she just couldn't hit the right refund button. She only hit the button on the requests from random strangers who had never donated to her. Gotcha. I forget. Totally backwards way of thinking in this. So that all really makes sense, right? Everything I just said totally makes sense. and is logical. Okay.
And I can guarantee you it's been a lot more than you and I've made. But that's fine.
I'm
You
glad
know
that
what?
they're making.
That
They need to pay for that attorney.
Well, that's convenient. They need to pay for the attorney, but earlier you said she had an attorney. 2 days previous to this, you said she had an attorney. So, is it she needs to pay for the attorney or she has retained legal representation? Which one is it? 2 days apart, and you can't even tell the story accurately still. Well, you still can't to this day even.
You want to know something?
absolutely,
The attorney.
absolutely, and it's not about comparing apples to apples. They deserve it. They're in a hard time, and that's what we are there for. But
No, I
you know,
think no. She's saying to everyone who is, and then the mother saying, "Oh, the sister was also saying we don't know who to trust now." You're damn right. Of course, you don't know who to trust. There's some girl named Brittany that's trying to act. I was just told. That's all I'm saying is I was told that there's a girl named Brittany.
Shocker. They don't know who to trust. Interestingly enough, this was also the time frame that there was problems between Katie and Molly and Spanky, even though they had all been chummy chum chum in the beginning. All of them had called her an murmur and so on and so forth. They were all chummy until it came down to Letitia and them kind of pulling away and seeing this for what it is. It really is intriguing how the timing of all this unfolded.
That was interviewed by Without a Crystal Ball, saying that she was the assistant and now she's the spokesperson for Letitia, and that she's going to be bringing out the information through Letitia of what's happening legally.
If you want to actually hear exactly what was said, head on over to Murder Merc channel. The video is still up of what exactly was said. They went live and did a live explaining that funds had been raised. There was enough to retain legal representation. Brittany was helping her with that. And all of that fallout, the text messages to show all of it are on Facebook in videos, has already been explained. But Molly already is starting to throw shade on other people and try to get other people away from the family.
No, lady, don't do that. Stay the fuck out of the legal stuff. Also, and there's something else I want to bring up. Without a crystal ball, I had to walk away from her. And you want to know something? The information about 6,700 people calling CPS, that came from Crystal Ball's mouth.
Say what? Liar McLiarson? Say what? So did you get that number from Without a Crystal Ball, aka Katie Joy? Or did you get that number from the Hershey Police Department? Because just the other day we watched the clip where you claimed that Hershey police came to your door and told you that 6,700 calls to CPS was made. So which is it? Which story are we going to stick to? 8 days in, but she was being so transparent and honest with all of you, right? I mean, hey, this is who you guys are defending. This is who and what you guys continue to defend and twist and turn to fit a story. Do you see how foolish you are looking? Molly did this herself. You guys are out here defending somebody who put all of this out here herself and took a lot of you along for the ride. But you buckled up and sat right in. And so I'm sorry, but this shows so many lies.
Does that
yeah,
sound like a normal number to you?
I mean, it didn't to
Can I
me,
speak
but
to Letitia? Yes, I can, but you want to know something? I'm not going to bother her. I'm not a press.
Wait, what was that? Do we need to rewind that right there? Just a little bit. Should we back it up and listen to what she said? Did you guys catch that? The 14th, 8 days after they had been involved, there was already starting to be problems in communication. You know who talks to Letitia 99% of the time if you paid attention throughout the story that they tried to sell you? Justin was the one speaking to Letitia. I don't think Molly had a whole lot of contact with Letitia from this point on, because I have screenshots. Again, they're on Facebook. You can already see them. They're in videos on YouTube also. But Letitia had already started to throw a little shade at Molly, and Molly was throwing a little shade at Letitia. Now, Wynette and Molly developed a pretty strong relationship after it seems like Letitia and Molly kind of separated a little bit. Also, yes, this was by the time she was on like the 6th advocate. That's what we call them, because every one of them quit. Brittany was the first advocate that was stepping in to help Letitia. Then it went to the admins of the Facebook groups. Then it went to, and her ghostwriters. Then it went to Goose, or was there one in between the admins and Goose? There's been so many advocates. It's been a lot. Sorry, and I'm really laying out a lot of details at once, but this is all factual shit that's already been posted, that's already been out there. Again, if you really want to know the truth yourself and don't believe anybody, then go do your research and go look at the facts. It's been out for months.
The only thing that I've done is just show her support and let her know. But I have to say, the ultimate goal is to get her to see her son. These women in this group came to me.
But how many times has she tried to tell you guys that we have blamed her for starting all of this? That we said she was the mastermind behind all this? That's never been said, because it's not the truth. We know how this all started and went down in the hands that it followed through in the beginning. That was clear as day and has been out. Molly was contacted and brought in for a specific reason. Do you not understand? Look at the creators that took up on this story and ran with it, y'all. Think about it.
I mean, yeah. I don't want all the credit. I've been giving credit to these girls in these groups. I'm giving credit to all the people that ripped all of our videos.
This bitch is so bad about giving credit to anybody too. She takes people's content all the time and fucks it up. Like, literally takes somebody's horrible content. Usually it's one of her like little cronies, and she makes it so much more intolerable when she does. But she does not give anybody credit for anything, and she cannot do her own content even. It's hysterical. I just had to mention that. Hey, Jersey.
And you're never going to believe what I stumbled upon. Guess what? I'll tell you afterward. You'll see it afterward. You guys are going to be shocked. I'm going to keep going. And yes, I'll do it for free.
Come again? Wait, the 14th of July? From that point on, you were working for free? Holy shit, free has got a really high price tag. I didn't know free was that expensive. You sold your soul. Justin sold his. Elle sold hers. A lot of family members sold theirs. A lot of your friends sold theirs. On top of the money, there's, I mean, a whole lot of souls that were sold for this too.
I'll do it for free. You thought she said 600? Who kept count of all the calls? I have no idea. Now, everything that comes out of that girl's mouth, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
If you want to see the clip of Molly claiming that Hershey Police Department told her that 6,700 calls have been made, go back to a video. I think it's 2 back that we played that clip, maybe 3 back by now. But it's right there. And she like, oh, I'll take one for the team. Hershey PD, Yuma PD, FBI, when she was thanking everybody. It's in that. So if you're looking for that, it's there too. But this is why, like, she can throw shade on other people continually about not being correct on their information, but she twists and turns her accountability and all of it at every single time. Every single time. That's why I have to laugh at this point, because everything they do and tell you is so misconstrued or convoluted and twist and turned and tweaked. It's like this well-oiled exploitation machine that they've got going.
I'm sorry. She said on her panel with me and Justin, she called Andrea a murderer.
No. No. I mean, everybody on the internet saw that because that was clipped and showed everywhere. But you know who else did? You. I mean, if you need to see that clip, go on over to Manny on the mic, Manny behind the mic. He has a clip from July of saying something very similar to that. Yeah, the verbiage might be a little bit different, same difference. And if you need a clip of her saying she is possibly going to harm her children, that is on my page a couple videos back. If you need a direct link to it, let me know. The clips are out there. But let's carry on here, Molly. Oh, wise one.
With us there, dude, you cannot be saying that. We don't know if he was really hung. We don't know if she intentionally put him in a coma. There could have been some sort of accident. We have no idea.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, damn it. Did that just happen? So how did we go from 8 days in of we don't know, anything could have happened, it could have been an accident, we don't know, to she's harmed him, to all of, your display the other day of twisting and turning all of the facts to fit your story. But because somebody else said that, this was your reaction. Gotcha.
There could have been not an accident at all,
We don't know. That's why we're.
Y'all know what's coming because I do it every fucking stream that he's a part of. Spanky, sit down and shut the fuck up.
Waiting. She is doing a little damage because what she's putting out there are not the facts.
Well, spank me and call me Sally. No way. And who were you sharing information with in the beginning? I mean, promoting people to go watch, going back and forth with. I mean, hey, what the fuck do I know?
No. If the sister wants to say people making money off my brother's name, okay, well, guess what? When the shit hits the fucking fan and the press get a hold of this, you're going to be really pissed because I remember Shanann Watts' mother when she went on 2020 and they gave her nothing.
So the one thing that she is worried about is that 2020 did not pay for an interview. Make that make sense, people. What do you think she's telling them? Read between the lines in Molly's words.
They gave her nothing. She said, I couldn't believe that they wouldn't even make a donation to one of Shanann's favorite charities. Yeah, you'll see. And the thing is Letitia doesn't know. She was crying. She's like, I can't believe these people are saying things. I wanted to get something straight. People, I was talking to our friend, the one in Washington. She said,
Honk honk mofo.
To me, blah blah blah. I think that it's so awful that they're bringing up Letitia's past. And I said, I don't know anything about her past. She goes, yeah, they're just saying this is. I said, I never look, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't care what is in her past. What I do know.
So she's telling you 8 days into this story that people had been going to her with concerns about what they were finding Letitia had a past of doing. Again, we've talked about this. I never thought it was necessary to bring out all that information or cover that. The one thing I do understand and still stand by that we had to discuss it was Marvon Sr.'s special situation at the time. Again, I did not ever use that to drag them, discredit him, anything. In fact, I gave him credit for making arrangements and jumping through all the hoops he had to. Again, this has never been about their past. This is about the current situation and their behavior that they've displayed to this time. And so at that point in time, people do start having questions, and they did go look, and they were bringing concerns to you and asking you, hey, this is, and you ignored them. Some of your own subs, again, you ignored. But what do I know?
Is that her son is laying in a hospital, and the woman who I suspect put him in that position and is
Remember 5 minutes ago when she said that we don't know what happened, all of that? Yeah, it quickly changed. So you can see.
exploiting him and his name and makes money.
By the way, just to remind you, Molly, Dre is his legal wife. They are married. For you to say that she's exploiting him, his condition, his name,
off of his name, right?
Well, off
She's
of
selling bracelets, right? Sold out, right? She's
well,
putting his body on display.
while
Nice.
he's having, I mean, she's literally making money
Oh,
allegedly
hand over
while
fist right now. Oh, hand over fist. Well, you want to know something, Firewife? I do believe that the time is worth the compensation. And you want to know something? The gifts that we get.
the time is worth the compensation. Really, Molly? All you do is take other people's content. You don't even know what you're talking about, and you just go live and ramble about shit. That's all you do.
Get, you know what? I mean, if this is like gonna be a thing, and I thought, listen, there's this one person that's like totally like going crazy. He wants my attention. Is like, instead of talking to me, we're gonna take her channel down. You really can't take my channel down because I haven't gone against the rules. So that's not gonna happen.
And that wasn't Uni she was talking about at that time, because that was 8 days into her coverage of the story. I'm almost positive at this point in time she was talking about some of the Facebook trolls. But that, I digress.
And the thing is all I have to do is get it reinstated if it does happen. Why is that such a touchy feeling? Is it because you just don't like me? Well, guess what? When you see the little vultures that are going to come crawling out of the woodwork, you're going to be wishing, oh shit, man. Molly Golightly was probably the friggin'.
I mean, Marissa, you wanted to.
You know what's interesting is the only people that really continued to follow this story were the misinformation cronies, and then us over here. Otherwise, all of the little channels pretty much did their 1-2 videos around and stopped talking about it, because that's all the further the facts went. And then even those were highly edited misinformation videos, 99% of them. You two and L, and a few of your hand-selected little misinformation cronies that you've shuffled around at times were the only ones that continued on with it. You know why that is? Do you want to tell the class about you emailing other creators and trying to run people off? Do you want to tell the class about you telling every creator that if they did not make a donation, that you were going to name and shame them basically and blast their YouTube channel if they talked about this without donating to the family? Do you remember all those things? People didn't walk away from the story because they didn't give a shit. They walked away from it because they couldn't stand being in the same arena with Messy Molly. Because the drama that you bring with anything you touch isn't worth it to a lot of people because they've been down this road and they're sick of it. Enter nonsense in the Teslas. We have no idea who the fuck you are. We didn't care. The facts are the facts. And here we are. You emotionally manipulate and get your little sidekicks to continue to go at somebody's family, the victims, whatever it is you need to have silenced. You notice the family was really silent after a point in time in this? I wonder why that is. And bullshit, Elle was not ever misled. Elle actively had a hand in all of this shit, and she's just as pathetic. And don't worry, we'll go back to her one of these days soon.
Fly there and just let her see your son.
Yeah, that's what I thought the first goal was, and getting justice. But no, apparently they think that it's raining all over us. No, we can't make money off of these videos. It's coming up limited ads. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. It's because of that K word.
But
you tell me it's not all about money and some sort of notoriety. I still haven't figured that out at this point in time. But with comments like that this wasn't about money, she was concerned about it being limited ads 8 days in. Craziness.
YouTube doesn't like true crime anyways. They do not like.
It
I mean, if we were selling lip gloss or something, you know, and making 10 minutes.
Yeah, if we were talking about, oh, look at these earrings, this is blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're making tons. That's all right. It's all right.
In class, what do we call this technique that Molly uses on her audience? Would you guys like to tell the people in the bushes? This is referred to as emotional manipulation by a narcissist, in my opinion. Do you get how this has all gone on? And please understand that I know why people back off. I get it. Like there has been, in each case, there seems to be like one person that is like a chihuahua on her ankles that continues to call her out until they just break that person down. It's happened so many times. This is why I call it a well-oiled exploitation machine, because they deploy so many different techniques to get you to shut up, to not continue to expose them. It's mind-blowing.
That's all right. Yeah, it's the Facebook groups. Yeah.
I just have to point this out and laugh because this is a bitch from Facebook, but I won't even say her name, even though I know exactly who she is. But one of the messy Facebook bitches over here ratting on the other Facebook hoes, like 8 days in, and people think we've all lost. We're the ones that lost our minds over here. No, we tried to tell you guys. We tried to tell you.
Have a certain person that's the one giving them grief because they're allowing the YouTube to be involved. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's not it, that's not it at all. That was never the thing. Nobody cared about YouTubers being involved. It was the fact that everybody was being lied to. Again, I just started posting on my main page about this story and like correcting some misinformation and some things that I was saying too. I even had it wrong in the beginning and had to backtrack and, correct myself and all that stuff. And then I got locked out of my main page. So I used my backup page who had 30 people. Nobody cared about the story being put on YouTube. It's the way that it's been done. And again, you guys tried to make it a true crime case when it's a tragedy.
And this is the thing. I've not done anything to these people. And I had this one lady tell the sister or the mom or something, oh, Marissa's got such a lengthy crime and fraud record.
If you want to see what comment they're talking about, again, it's on Facebook, buried way back there. This is again back from July 14th. But that comment did exist. Molly had haters that joined the Justice for Vaughn group. And when she continued to make a mess out of it, people would say, this is what she's known for. And she flipped her lid in that group and responded to this comment with all of this nonsense. But yes, all of this exists. All of this happened. It's been insanity.
Listen, I do not look at this right here. Look at this guy right here. His name is Brian St. John. This guy was my bigger traitor hole of my life. He was the worst troll. He hated me. He wanted to take down my channel. And then what happened? Then you know what happens? He comes out and says, you know what? I give up. I did everything I could to try and expose this bitch as a fraud. And I couldn't find anything. All of it was fucking rumors. That was it. It was all
talk about a sellout.
Rumors. So you can't just go around saying, oh yeah, that I got a record a mile long. And this is the other thing.
Amethyst, that's what I was thinking she just was saying right there. Because I'm telling you, if the man had all of this proof and all of what she claims, he wouldn't just be giving it up, because there's no way, if he saw the things she claims, he was the biggest troll going to take her down, there's no way he would sell out and go back to her. There's just no way. I mean, who would do that? Not an upstanding man like him, right?
His mother. Why are you guys looking into the mother's past? For what? It does not matter.
What matters is she needs to see her son, and that's it.
That's the point.
Crazy how it was just a couple days after this, 2 days after this, that they posted that she was leaving Georgia, headed to Arizona. Legal representation had been obtained, but then wasn't obtained. But who knows? Their stories changed by the hour throughout this entire thing. It has been mind-blowing.
You wanted me to help her. You wanted us to help. And you want to know something? I went to other YouTubers and I'm like, dude, please, can you? No, they said it's way too much work.
All right. If you're a YouTube creator and she came to you and begged for your help, I want to know. Or did you get one of the emails because you were talking about it and she was trying to control what you were saying in the narrative because she had secured a source, aka the family, aka $1,000? I mean, don't take my word for it. Again, that Cash App is on Facebook. You can see the proof yourself. She said she was just donating out of the kindness of her heart, but seems to me that they have a really telltale way of securing a source by PayPals, Cash Apps, that sort of thing. History, that is. And yes, proven history.
just do her Cash App and keep your monetization. You know that I have.
Okay, that's the rest of that clip that we're going to watch, because the rest is just nonsense and more BS. Like, the way she's going. She's got to drag the family, because this is what Molly does. Sorry, I put a Jolly Rancher in. Hold on. It's stuck on my tooth. Anyways, she has a telltale way of jumping the gun. So she'll see something posted, or somebody will tell her so-and-so said this or did this. And instead of taking the time and going and checking for herself, she jumps the gun on everything and hits that live button and goes live and starts throwing shit at the wall, trying to clear her name at all times. In reality, she's making herself look so bad, because she comes out here and throws shit all over a comment that wasn't even directly directed at her. But she threw a shit ton of shade at that family right in the beginning of this, and then tried to tell you all everything was great. But here's a portion of that apology to the sister that she just drug and made everybody second guess of what they were in this for.
Your brother's and your family's best intentions. I like, my heart is completely in this. I've never met Marvon, but I love him. I absolutely love him. But then again, every time I get connected to a case, I love them too. So I've been working on some special little things here and there for him. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep raising money for your family. And
again, we were told that legal representation had already been obtained. So why were they going to continue all this fundraising?
it's very nice to have your mother's blessing. And I'm not going to let anyone hurt you. I'm going to let them come after me. Let them come after me. They're not going to come after you. Because if they come after you, then everyone that loves you is going to defend and protect you guys. So remember, the Lord is around him, okay? The Lord is protecting your brother. The Lord.
Man, you'd think she's the cult leader, the way she can turn on that emotional manipulation with religion on and off like a switch.
Is in my heart. We got to keep praying for a miracle, and you're going to see your brother, and I don't want you to be upset. Some people are in the comments, you're going to see them, they're saying, oh, they don't understand how YouTube works. Yeah, so it's because of what I do and what I give. I can do that because.
Oh, it's all about you again. I forgot. Sorry. We got off track for a minute. Sorry, y'all. This is the Molly story. This is all about Molly. It's because of what she does and what she gives. Don't forget, this is the most generous YouTuber out here.
I'm a monetized channel, so I always give. I always give. That's why I'm always broke. That's why I can't get my roots done. That's why I can't get my nails done.
And what do we call that tactic, class? What's that the typical Molly behavior of doing? Open up your purse strings. Poor me. I'm so broke. I can't get my roots done or my nails done. But don't worry. I'm such a saint. I give all my money to the victims and their families.
Because I'm giving my money all away. Bless you. We are here for you. We will be going live tonight.
By the way, that was the creepiest shit I've ever seen. Please do not ever blow a kiss at the camera to a grown adult woman. She's not a toddler. And this whole display right here by you dragging her a few hours before this. And then now the phony, fake little meek, male little voice that you're trying to put on, this cutesy little thing, is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I bet they felt embarrassed for you by watching this.
Tonight on Justin's channel, but good news, we had AFC Podcast and ICMEL.
Yay, yay, yay. This is the most cringe shit. Again, this is only a portion of it, but this is absolutely cringe. So cringe. But guess what? The family quickly, Rochelle, I don't think, posted from that point on. I don't think I have seen, maybe on her own personal page, but from that point on, I think they completely shut down any interaction by the siblings for the most part, unless they were talking, in their own private stuff. They did that to the family, not us. Again, we have been accused of harassing Letitia and family all along. They have yet to show a single bit of proof. I've shown all of my interaction with them, anything that I've had with them, all out front. We've been accused of harassing the family, going after the family, so on and so forth. No, this is the truth. The truth isn't going after somebody. You're the one that threw shade at this family instantly and told a lot of your subs that you were second guessing what their intent was by this video. You put this out there and left it up until just recently. Don't forget about that. And you and your little name dropping big YouTubers, like you've got some sign of approval, they never continued on with the story. Isn't that interesting?
On the panel, we also have another young lady who's going to be joining up with us. She's a smaller channel, but she's a good girl. She's a really good girl.
She's a piece of shit and full of misinformation, but I digress.
And so they're coming up, and it's gonna be good. We're gonna all support you and help you in any way that you need. We know that you guys are in Savannah and that you guys got to get out to Tucson. We're gonna make that happen. I have the best supporters, the best. And you want to know something? AFC Podcast, ICMEL, Justin, we have the best subs, we have the best Patreons, we have the best friends. You want to know something? And they give what they can. I know.
Well, subs, I guess once again, you realize that you are there because of money. She is grateful for you and calls you the best because of how far you open your purse strings. And that's it.
I know that it seems like a really cutthroat place. It is, but there is a beauty. There is a beautiful thing that does happen with these, especially when, we don't want anyone hurting you guys. And I've seen this before where they attack the families. People say, "Oh, well, you attacked the Wells." Well, they deserve this.
Again, show me these attacks and prove to everybody that they came from over here, right here. We would love to see it. We've been asking for that proof for months too. But you continue to tell people that, oh, the poor family is being attacked. And here, you were the one that just threw shade at that family. But you try to forget those things. I forget.
Long story. Like, they really deserved it. And I'll do it again. But anyway, I just want you to know that I'm going to do another fundraiser, but I will not do.
By the way, anyway, back to I'm gonna do a fundraiser and raise more money for you guys so you just tolerate my shit, because as long as I'm throwing money at you, hopefully you'll just look the other way and not care that I'm going to exploit the ever loving shit out of this story. But anyways, back to the money.
GoFundMe. I don't trust GoFundMe. And I want your mother to spend what I gave her for whatever she needs. Bills, anything. She wants to go get a massage or facial, go ahead. Go out to dinner. Go ahead.
Well, shit. I forgot about this part of it too. And this isn't the only time she said that. In fact, she said this numerous times. Again, we have the clips of it, but this is one of the first times she was like, you can do whatever you want with the money I give you. You can go do this, that, or the other thing. If this family was so desperate, like they claimed everything of it, do you not understand how odd this came off to other people who had been opening, their wallets and giving so generously to the family? And then to hear, even if you said give the amount or the money I used, you sent her an awful lot of money. It still does not look or work well. And people had questions and were upset. They were like, wait a second. I thought there was a goal of legal representation and travel expenses that was most important here.
Pick a restaurant. Go there. Go to a nice restaurant, the whole family. And I'll call up the restaurant and make the arrangements. And I'll say, listen, that's my family.
Another thing she does to every single person that she gloms onto like this shit right here. And it's, again, so cringe. It's like she's this, master planner, it's manipulation. This is all manipulation. This is what's worked for her time and time again, is to manipulate these people, throw money at the situation and shut it up. Molly is used to being able to control everything that goes on with a little bit of money. You can tell that.
You put whatever they want on my bill. There's my credit card. Done. All right? And hopefully by Monday.
And mind you, go back a couple minutes into this, she told you that she can't even get her roots or her nails done. So how is she floating the entire family going to a restaurant on her dime when she can't even take care of her own self? Anybody? Oh, I forget backwards logic here.
You guys should be out there. I'm hoping. These lawyers do work fast. It's Thursday, so I'm hoping by Monday you guys will be able to get out there. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm sorry I got upset.
By Monday. Again, this was July 14th. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. Oh, isn't that interesting? Isn't it ironic that by Monday they were out there? But on late night, the 15th, it was posted just randomly late at night that we're giving up. We're getting in the car and we're just headed there. We're not waiting any longer. Isn't that ironic? I mean, I don't know about you, but it seems a little ironic to me that on the 14th, she's like, well, by Monday, I hope you're there. Lawyers work really fast. But the lawyer that you guys told everybody you retained wasn't even retained. Wait, was there an agreement already in the works at this point in time? Huh. I don't know. There's a lot of things that make you go, in this situation, and that's just a few of them. But again, I just wanted to take a look back at, the profiting, the monetization, and all of that, and get a clearer picture of what we're talking about when we're talking about people profiting off of tragedies. There's a pretty broad range of what people and their own interpretation falls into that. But they are the misinformation cronies who continue to exploit tragedies by twisting and turning and making a narrative that's not even true. If they were creating content, factual content, that would be one thing. That's not what this is. Is there any questions? I gotta go. Just a short one today. Well, we've been here an hour and a half. You guys have listened to me ramble. Sorry, I did not really pay attention to comments. I knew I needed to get through this one. But if you have questions, drop them in the comment section below. Somebody will answer you. All of the clips and all of the screenshots that we talked about. Facebook has a ton of screenshots. If you don't have Facebook, they're in videos too. There's a shit ton of clips. We have been unfolding this as it's gone on for months. And it's been a lot. So hopefully people are starting to understand the gravity of the situation, that this isn't just going to be washed over and said, okay, we're done now because they said they're done. No, an entire family has been greatly impacted by this. There is so much misinformation that still continues to be thrown out there on this. Nobody is going to shut up and go away. That's why everybody, the clip channels, everybody that's working so hard to like show what they're actually doing, you are so greatly appreciated. It takes a village for sure. And there's power in all the voices. And I am so glad to stand next to so many of you. Heels put out another great video today too. Go check it out. Y'all, there's a lot of great content coming out that is factual. They don't want it seen. So please, even if you don't have time, if they pop up on your feed, give them a thumbs up, because it's going to take all of us together to make a change. Yes, my Facebook page is called Nonsense on the Web 2.0, I think. Nanya says that, so it's probably correct. Don't forget, Nanya is going live here in 2 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. Nay, absolutely. I agree with that. I feel so bad for that situation, you know, the more like this happens, like they really amp this up again, all because we tried to provide some closure. We came out, you know, that's why we released this. That's why, you know, we were very choosy about how we did release it too, because we just wanted to provide some closure to the people who were so emotionally invested in this. And to watch the level that they went to, all because, once again, facts are released. And then now to have the ripple effect that's coming from it. I wish I could show you guys the tags that I'm being tagged in, the posts, the insanity of Molly's minions running amok, trying to distract and deflect again. It's absolute insanity. And some of you guys have been in these shoes because you've taken this on yourselves. Holy shit, you were right. Yeah, Nate, 100%. Thank you, Not For Nothing. Nanya will drop, there's Nanya's channel. Thank you all for being here once again. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you guys, I'll see you guys at Nanya's after a while. And then I think tomorrow we might have a Tessa roundtable. Finally get the girls all back on panel together, which would be fun. I miss having them up on panel with me. Those my girls. And it's funny because like this is how the three of us talk, like how I just reviewed this video. That's us. Like when we review stuff together, it's detail after detail after detail. I feel like I'm reciting them half the time. So anyways, all right. We are out. Have a great day, everybody. If I don't see you until Monday, if you take the weekends off, I hope you have a great weekend. Remember to take care of you. If you don't have something to refill others' cups from, please refill yours first. And take some time out for you. Self-care is very important. Yes, you guys too. I know there's a few of you in here, so males need self-care too. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you later.